Kira's just been to the dentist and we've decided to come out for a little walk in the snow. And my God, there's actually a little squirrel. I thought it'd be too cold for them. Come on then. Here he is. Oh, he is. Oh, must have very cold feet. Don't scare him. Alex, come here. Look, squirrel. I think he's coming over. Look, he's over there. Where's he gone? Do you want to feed him?
Yeah.
Go on then. Do you want to chuck him a little peanut? Do you want to give him one, Alex? You're just not impressed with the snow, are you? You want to go that way? Okay. Oh, look at him. Oh, he's happy to see you, Kira. He's coming straight over. Do you want to see if you can lean down and give him one? Hello. Hello there. You coming over? Oh, he's a bit shy. He's alright. He's probably... Oh, wow. He's so cute. Look at my babies on their little snowy walk. Most of it's melted now. You want to hold my hand? Alex, you wafting the snow away. What's that? What's that? Oh, it's just saying not to mess about on the bridge because it's dangerous.
Mommy, look all the foot playing.
All the what?
Look all the foot playing.
Whoa, that's a lot. Should we go and see them? Alex is loving life now all of a sudden. Is that a goose or a dog? It sounds like a dog barking, but it also sounds like a... I don't know what it is. I think they're arguing. It's getting a bit rowdy down here, isn't it, Kira?
Did you see the swan? It just went on its neck.
They're having an argument, I think, aren't they? I thought it was dogs barking, I'll be honest. We found another friend.
Then, maybe they might
Alex.
actually like us and be our friends and come up to us all the time.
Yeah, they're shy at the minute, I think.
Pick one out.
Oh, it's because you got your gloves on. Hello. Alex doesn't usually like walking, and today he's leading us around all sorts of places, aren't you? Do you want to say bye to the squirrel?
Thank you.
Good morning. Excuse the terrible lighting and the wild hair, dishevelled appearance in general. Basically, last week, the only thing I filmed was when we went out on Tuesday into town because Kira had a dentist appointment. I'm going to be honest because I feel like it's important to be. Not that I've got anyone to kind of answer to, but basically, of late my mental health has not been the best. I've been struggling and I don't know what it is. I don't know what's triggered it, but the last week also has just been hard. I feel like I've lost all motivation. Like I'm just questioning basically everything. Life in general, just me. Hold on, I think this lens is a bit smudgy whether I don't know if it's triggered from having Alex's birthday and having his little party. Obviously we had Kira's birthday in lockdown, but having this one in lockdown as well just felt a bit, I don't know, just a bit annoying, a bit weird. And with Alex's birthdays, I don't know why, it just kind of, it's a horrible reminder that my mum's not around anymore, and she never saw, well obviously she knew when he was born. She's never gotten to celebrate a birthday with him, which is sad. She died before he turned 1. I've just always felt like, this is probably a really negative view, but like everyone in my family has always kind of paid more attention to other kids' birthdays and my daughter's as well. Like they seem to be more interested in her birthday than my son's birthday. I don't know why, but yeah, it's just like she gets more attention and I think that's not fair because they're both my kids. They should be treated equally. and I do feel like he gets ignored and kind of left out most of the time. Obviously he doesn't notice because he's only 4, he doesn't care, he doesn't know. But yeah, it's just hard sometimes feeling like, I don't know, like one of your kids or both your kids are kind of pushed out a little bit. And I feel that just lately, that they're kind of not as important, or not made to feel as important, and me and Dan tried to do that, but you know, it's hard to do that on your own. The only kind of people that in our family that bother to keep in touch and ask how they are is my sister, and it kind of brought it to kind of, I don't know what the phrase is, but it kind of brought it to the forefront of my attention, and how sad it was when I lined up his cards. And like, don't get me wrong, I hate cards, like I think they're a waste of time, but it's not just the card, it's like the cards represent the people who are bothered with my kids. And every birthday we never buy them a card because we care anyway, we don't need to buy them a card, but they literally have about 5 or 6 cards lined up for their birthdays, 2 of which are off Dan's mum. So you could class that as 1 card, it could class as 5. They get 1 off her, then my sister, they get 1 off my niece and nephew as well, because they're grown up now, so they write it out themselves, and it's like from cousin. And then they get 1 off occasionally off my auntie, but she's not really, I think she just does it out of habit, she just feels she has to. And then they get the 5th one off my friend Stacey, well, off her kids, she gets the kids to write it out. And it's like, those are the people who send my kids cards. Do you know what, it shouldn't bother me, but I just feel like they deserve better than that. And I don't know, I just feel like when I was younger my family kind of spoke more and were, I guess, nice to each other. Over the years I've cut ties with them, with a lot of them, because, you know, but it's not just that, it's with school and stuff as well. Like, Alex's birthday was on the Saturday the 6th, and the Friday, the day before, they'd had a party for one of the kids, like a little kind of sung him happy birthday, made him feel special. And I assumed that they might do that for Alex because they knew his birthday was at the weekend, like they know when the kids' birthdays are, and they didn't do that. And I was like, okay. And another little thing that kind of not triggered me, that's the wrong word, but kind of pissed me off, was there was a kid that had to, like, my I don't want to kind of badmouth anymore, but basically my friend who I said sent the kids a card, her little girl had a birthday, her birthday's like the week after Alex's, and their ballet teacher, Kira, and this little girl's ballet teacher is on Facebook, so, you know, she can see our posts, we're added as friends. And I noticed that she'd wished Kira's little friend a happy birthday, but I just thought back and I thought, well, she never wished Kira a happy birthday for her birthday. And I get that people forget, but it's just kind of, it's a little bit hurtful, because I just feel, it might just be me being paranoid, but I just feel like my kids are always left out. Like, they're never wished a happy birthday, they're never made to feel special. That's why I was adamant that I wanted to make them feel, you know, like they mattered. And it's really hard sometimes to do that on your own. I've just been in the house too long, maybe I'm just getting kind of paranoid and on edge, and I'm just getting fed up with life at the minute. Feeling really fucking shitty. And on Friday as well, I'm glad I didn't vlog, because I would have been too upset to finish. Yeah, so on Friday as well, we had a bit of an issue. Belle in the morning was very poorly. I brought her out of her little hutch in the dining room, brought her in to come and sit with me because I was working, but Kira had an inset day, so she was just chilling. came and sat down with her and that, but she wasn't interested in food or water or anything. She was just sitting over on the rug in the living room, just bopping, like, not bopping about. She was just kind of curled up there and just lying down. And I thought, oh, maybe she's got something wrong with her stomach, because she's been like that before, but then she's kind of gotten a bit better. And then she kind of deteriorated through the morning, and I was kind of kept checking on her throughout doing my work, and I kind of tried to feed her, tried to give her water, but she wasn't taking any of it. And because she's been, like I say, had that before, I thought, oh, she'll get better, she'll be fine. And then around lunchtime, just before we were about to have lunch, I noticed that her head was flopping down a bit more, like she couldn't quite lift it, and every time I went over to stroke her, she kind of was like that, like she was struggling to lift up her head. And I thought, well, I've never noticed her do that before, and she wasn't showing any obvious signs of pain, but I knew something wasn't right. So I was kind of Googling stuff, and then I think I went over to her again and kind of gave her a stroke, tried to comfort her and obviously try and work out what was wrong. And then she kind of flopped onto her side, and I was like, okay, that's not like a cute bunny flop when they're all content, that's something else. And I thought, oh, maybe a rubber tummy, because I'd read that if they've got that kind of any kind of disruption with their stomach, sometimes it helps if you just massage their tummy gently and help them get rid of the gas bubbles. So I started doing that, and she was kind of kicking her legs a bit, and I was like, oh, maybe it's helping her, I don't know. So I did it again a little bit gentler, and then she started twitching, and I was like, oh, that's a bit strange. And now I realised what was happening was she was having a seizure. I read up on it, and you know, some bunnies can apparently recover from a seizure. It's, you know, it's just what happens with some animals, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, it was not nice to watch. And obviously, because Kira was down here, I kept saying, do you want to go and play upstairs? But she was having none of it, and she watched what was happening, and I think it's really upset her. And I was trying to get her to leave. I couldn't really move Belle. I didn't want to. I felt a bit mean if I did. So I kept trying to comfort her, and then she was kind of scrabbling with her legs as if she was trying to sit up. So I picked her up to try and like help her. I thought, oh, this is a bit strange. And she was like flopped, and I thought, oh my god, she's had a stroke. Like, I could just tell that, you know, my dog had something similar years back, and he had a funny turn like this, and I thought, oh no, it's a stroke. And I just thought she's on her way out, and it was horrible. And I just didn't know what to do. I was like, oh no. And I thought, if I try and get her to a vet, she's not going to make it because she was in such a bad way. I thought it's going to stress her going in the car. So I was just trying to stroke her and talk to her and kind of, oh god, I just feel so bad. It was horrible because she was just lying there and kind of twitching and kicking her legs and making these noises like she was in pain, which I know rabbits very rarely do. And yeah, I was just trying to like stroke her and calm her down. It was horrible. And obviously Kira saw, which I wish she hadn't been down here when it was happening, but it was horrible. So yeah, she kind of died there and just was laid down. It was just horrible, and I was staring at her like, what do I do? Like, what do I do with her? Because I didn't want to upset Kira, because with our other rabbit that we had at the same time, Dan found her in the hutch, so we didn't see her die. We don't know if she was in pain or whether she just had a heart attack, we don't know. But this was horrible, having to see her like that, and I couldn't help, like I couldn't do anything. And with rabbits, it's like, they're so delicate and so, I don't know, there's not a lot you can do for them really. So I just felt so bad and so guilty, and I feel like it's my fault somehow. But Dan kept saying that, you know, it's because we probably ill-advisedly bought them from a pet shop rather than a breeder. But the kids had kind of pressed it for a while. Oh, I want a rabbit. And yeah, so I went and got them. But it's like Dan said, they're probably bred with health issues, and I've read online that people don't know where they come from and they might have had something wrong with them before. I don't know. It's really sad.